What if I told you that the most powerful brains in the world aren't even human? That machines are now learning faster, thinking deeper, and evolving in ways we never imagined. Welcome to the world of neural networks, where computers are starting to think like us, or maybe even better. At its core, a neural network is inspired by your brain, millions of connected neurons firing signals to help you learn, react, and make decisions. But in the digital version, these neurons are code, tiny mathematical functions that process information in layers. Input goes and it gets processed across layers of artificial neurons, and outcomes emerge. That's how your phone knows your voice, how Netflix predicts your next binge, and how AI creates art, music, or even writes scripts like this one. At its core, a neural network is inspired by your brain, millions of connected neurons firing signals to help you learn, react, and make decisions. But in the digital version, these neurons are code, tiny mathematical functions that process information in layers. Input goes and it gets processed across layers of artificial neurons, and outcomes emerge. That's how your phone knows your voice, how Netflix predicts your next binge, and how AI creates art, music, or even writes scripts like this one. In 2025, we're seeing explosive leaps in neural network design. Transformer 2.0, new architectures that learn faster with less data. Liquid neural networks, models that adapt in real time to new environments. Think self-driving cars adjusting to snowstorms without needing to retrain. Neural radiance fields NeRFs, which create 3D scenes from 2D images, revolutionizing gaming, film, and the metaverse. Spiking neural networks, more biologically accurate models that fire like real neurons and could unlock brain-machine interfaces. So, how do neural networks actually learn? It's like teaching a toddler to walk, through trial and error. We feed them data, thousands, even millions of examples. The network makes guesses. It checks how wrong it is, using a loss function. Then it adjusts over and over, using something called backpropagation. Slowly, the network gets smarter, until it doesn't just recognize a cat. It can paint one from scratch. But here's the kicker. Neural networks are now beating humans in pattern recognition, language generation, and even medical diagnosis. But they still lack something we take for granted: common sense, emotion, and intuition. Your brain has about 86 billion neurons. A modern AI model might use a few billion parameters. We're still far from replicating true consciousness, but we're inching closer. Neural networks are now designing buildings, composing music, detecting cancer in scans, and flying drones in military operations. They're not just tools anymore, they're collaborators. As powerful as they are, neural networks raise some uncomfortable questions. Who controls them? What happens if they're wrong? Or worse, used with bad intentions? We're entering a world where fake faces talk, fake voices scam, and fake realities feel real. And the only thing keeping it in check is us. Neural networks aren't just reshaping machines, they're reshaping us. In medicine, education, art, and beyond, they're becoming part of how we think, create, and live. The question isn't whether AI will think like humans. The real question is, will humans evolve to think more like AI? The future is neural. Stay curious. Like, subscribe, and drop a comment. What excites or scares you most about neural networks?